Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem HaRachak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and others like Great Millstone who rule well and taught us His 100% truth. Much peace and blessings spent to you. Hopefully, let the dippers not this word of thought, truth, and sincerity. Alright, Shalom. I'm going to make a quick video. Update talking about how YouTube removed my content. And, they labeled it as a violation against their medical misinfo policy, which really I didn't do anything. Rather just mention the moron strain, which I don't want to say the VARIANT word because Esau's been making moves, taking out a lot of videos, using simple words. Hey, they be even taking down words with code words. They understand they understand some of the code words. But anyways, I've been uploading on my Odyssey recently. I'll put a link in the comment section on the description box below. But anyways, I want to get a couple of scriptures out. And the video I made was talking about I was going into the dark winter that we're headed for. Talking about these power outages, that second lockdown, which Esau isn't going to do. Or he's been talking about how he's not going to do it and he's just going to bring more propaganda, which, the whole thing is propaganda. He's been, filling your face with propaganda about encouraging you to take that jab. But just like how he gave you religious exemptions at the first, but then changed his mind and said, screw that. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm gonna force you to take that jab, or you're out. He's going to do the same thing. He's going to bring that second lockdown again. So it's the book of Amos, the 8th chapter, verse 11. So by way of these power outages, a lot of these people won't be able to get the truth. But it'll be too late for them, because, they're being they're procrastinating. All right, they're denying us. But once that trouble has their way, it'll be too late, because we told you. That's what the scriptures say. And then shall they know that prophets have been among them. And that's in Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter. But anyways, Esau's gonna reach a certain climax to whereas Esau's gonna, take all the men of the Lord off of YouTube. Because this damn devil's butthurt. Or he's butthurt at the truth. He's butthurt at the fact that we exposed him. He's butthurt at prophecy, which is why he tries to upset it. Which he can't. He's butthurt at the scriptures. He's butthurt at us. He's butthurt at everything, because we're exposing his agenda. Him, himself, and him only. So Amos the 8th chapter, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land. Which we all often overlook that word famine because we understand what it is, but if you meditate on it and let that sink in. Scarcity of food, shortage. And these scriptures are likened to living waters, which is the scriptures. And also food. We break bread, with the brothers. So, and Yahweh Shai even made it known that he that has this shall never, thirst or hunger. So anyways, it's a shortage, a scarcity. Now, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, which we are having an actual physical famine as you see before your eyes. Hey, and this dark winter is only going to affect it, all right? The supply chain crisis that we're in right now. That halt in production and distribution, which is why a lot of these areas are grayed out and they don't got a lot of supplies in stock, all right, on the shelves. A lot of these posts have been going out for months, and things are only going to increase, and it's a winter. A dark winter, let alone a dark winter. And we already know that a winter, food is scarce. So just imagine now. That combination the Lord's been plaguing America with. So you're having a physical famine, as the scriptures do state. But in this case, we're having a famine of the word. But of hearing the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea and from the north even to the... So just imagine that. Very soon, a scarcity of these videos, a scarcity of truth. people are gonna freak out. So when they shall wander from sea to sea, that's the mindset. That's what the mindset's gonna be on, trying to look for us. But even then, we'll be off the grid. We won't be on the highways and hedges very soon. Because it's not meant for the prophets to keep on doing that all eternity. No, there's a certain point where we stop. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. Hey, because we're at the very end, man. We're at the very end. So, I was reading this book, Law 101. Everything you need to know about the American legal system. And that's a really good book, Just go to show you how vile and corrupt this damn devil is. He doesn't even go by his own constitution, as we've been saying. Talking about how the hate SPEECH is protected, by the FIRST amendment. Which it really ain't. Alright, because what's it called? Slaki. I got a brain for it. Alright, I was reading a segment of the book, and it said, forms of unprotected SPEECH, Slovakia, forms of SPEECH that are unprotected by the FIRST amendment, and the video I was going to, wasn't in any of those forms, alright? It wasn't in any form that could have been, taken down, alright? It wasn't defamation, alright? It wasn't a false statement, it wasn't an accusation, it wasn't anything. I was just bringing a point that Esau's using this moron strain to bring about the message of our people, And that's because he's been pushing this propaganda as part of his agenda. But that just goes to show you that Esau doesn't care. He hates this truth. He's bored at it. Doesn't matter if it doesn't go against. He's going to delete it either way and label it as that. Alright, so Salaki, this is the book of Revelation, the 12th chapter, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, which means adversary, which is the damn devil, the so-called man, Esau, him. And he's been making it known that he wants to take our people out. Alright, talking about depopulation. And the scriptures talk about how we're as innumerable as the grains of the sand and innumerable as the stars. We're the biggest nation in all existence right now. And it will only increase in the kingdom. And we're all out. We're all over the place. So a lot of so-called Syrians, a lot of these so-called Indians, right? A lot of the Syrians, these various heathen nations. All right, a lot of our people are in those places. You could look at this Moabite-looking person who doesn't have this shoe, which is a Jake. Hey, because we're spread out, man. And of course we got man of the Lord scattered abroad the four corners of the earth, but there's a lot of Jake that look like the heathen nations and don't have this truth. But and this damn devil knows that, and he's butthurt. Because that birthright that our forefather Jacob took thousands of years ago has a perpetual hatred upon our people, which is why he wants to take us out. The devil has come down and you're having a great wrath because he knows they have a short time. Because as his kingdom is falling down, he's getting stronger. That's why you have that super realistic, hyper realistic robot that they made, that mimics a human being's facial movement. All right, and it looks realistic as hell to the T. So as he's falling down, he's getting stronger. And you've been seeing that before your eyes. And you don't even have to bring it out, because you could even see that for yourself. But if you can't even see, that's because you're ultimately through, man. All right, Jake out here just try and play I Spy with my little eye on some kid bullshit, man. But they can't play I Spy with my little eye and what's real. So anyways, the book of Romans, the 13th chapter, verse 11, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believed. Because we know this is the end ultimately. This is the ultimatum, man. And it's really, you really gotta let this sink in, man. And you only have so a few days left, man. All right, because we don't know when the end is. All right, it could be like the MOTB could literally be unleashed worldwide a month from now. You know, so it's all pretty much soon. You know, it's all happening quickly before our eyes. That's why the scriptures talk about how the days are shortened. You know, but anyways, I hope this video was edifying. And shalom.